Hey friends, I wanted to make this video on how to find support and resistance. Support and resistance is one of the most important things to look at before you even think about get started in trading or entering a trade, because it's critical to know your points of entry and points of exit before you even think about entering into a trade. And that's one of the most fatal flaws that most traders fall into. It's a huge trap where a lot of people will think, oh man, a stock's going up. Let me hop in on it right now. I got to get it because it's going to keep going up. And what they do is they end up buying at what they call resistance levels. And then what happens when it hits resistance and it doesn't go any further after they buy the stock, they wonder why the stock trades sideways, or even worse, it drops and they start losing money. And the reason for that, one of the most common reasons, is that's because they bought at resistance instead of at support. And one of the most critical things that you want to do when trading is you want to buy at support levels and sell at resistance. So the common notion, or the common saying of buy low, sell high. Well, high would be, let's say, a resistance level, and buying low would be a support level. So I'm going to show you a couple examples of what support and resistance looks like. I'm using investing.com. It's one of my favorite apps that I use on my cell phone. I also do go to my computer and use it as well. But it's very easy, kind of a clean way to look at your charts, very simplified. And I'm going to do a kind of a little tutorial using one of my favorite stocks is Nugget. It's a gold ETF. It's very volatile. I wanted to show it to you because you can have some very high or low swings while I'm showing and actually making this video. I'm doing this during trading hours. It's actually after 3 p.m., so 3 to 4 p.m. is usually a pretty volatile hour during the day. So take a look right down here. You'll see this candlestick going up and down, and the price will go up and down based upon, if the stock's going up or down. But I want to show you this here. Right now, this is a daily chart for Nugget. Again, if you're looking to think about trading gold, this is probably one of the last stocks you want to enter into unless you're very experienced trading, because it is extremely volatile. So this is a daily chart. If you go down here, you'll see the dates going back to April. So April, May, June, July. And if you can see here, back in, April, May time frame, all the way up until beginning of August, it was going up. So the stock was going up, was trending in a bull market. But as you can see, look at the volatility. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down. This is not your typical stock. I mean, most stocks do go up and down, but this is a very volatile one. So as you can see here, if you bought at resistance levels, I'm going to show you what the difference between support and resistance is. If you look up at the top here, this would be a resistance level. So this area here, which is around close to $36, this one right here, a little bit less than $36, and up here, this would be like a resistance level on the daily chart. So I'm going to draw a line here and show you, just so you can have a idea of what it looks like. So that's an area right here. So basically, this stock Nugget has not gone past close to this $36 area for quite some time. Obviously, going back to March and April here, it wasn't past that at all. But it tried to hit it a couple times, 1, 2, 3 times it tried to hit it, and then it bounced down. So if you see here, it went up, hit it, came back down, went up, hit it, came back down, went up, hit it, down, hit it again. So it hit it like 3, 4 times. So the point being is this stock is having a tough time going past this level. So now a lot of traders, what they do is they come in, they say, oh, gold is going up or Nugget's going up, so I got to get in now. And they will enter in one of these time frames right here, which is a resistance level, hoping the stock goes up. But look what happened here. The stock just went down because they didn't buy at a support level. They purchased at resistance level. So if you want to look down here, here's like another area of support. Let me draw a line here for you. This is another kind of area. There's several. You'll see when I draw this out. There's several different support levels especially in a volatile stock. You have to be very careful. But if you can time your entries, there's great ways to make lots of profit on a stock when it bounces up and down. I'm going to draw a few lines and then I'll explain them to you here. But if you can see, it's kind of trying to connect the dots, especially with a very volatile stock. Sometimes it's tough to pinpoint it, but it's kind of like a range that you want to look for. But these are just areas that you can see where the stock has been several times, and then it's touched or gone back up or down. Let me see. This one might be kind of a tough area here. Let's go here. There is another one potentially. As you can see, there's so many different areas here. That could be kind of an area here. Again, it's a range. It's not 100% accurate, but it's good to obviously chart and make sure you kind of take a look at this ahead of time and give yourself an idea. So right there, there's kind of an area of support there. And let's go down even further. So down here, obviously, really down here. So again, there could be several different points of support and resistance, but if you were believing gold was going up and you were like, oh man, back in July, gold is going to keep humming, it's going to fly, it's been skyrocketing all year, and you bought in this area up here where it's hitting resistance, and then you just watch what's happened here in August, it just completely tanks, so you would have lost a ton of money. So if you watch these candlesticks and what they're doing, I'm going to do another video on candlesticks separately, but just to show you here, the red means bearish, means the stock is falling. Green means it's bullish and it's going up. So if you can see here, the green candlesticks, everything's going up, going up, going up, hit the top. Red candlestick went down, went back up, and then you see these red candlesticks dropping. So now this area, let's say with Nugget, when it went up close to $36, it dropped back down to $34. That was an area of support. If you believe that the stock was going up at that point, which it's obviously not, it's going down, you could have bought in an area here, and if you thought it was going to shoot up, then you're buying in a support area. But obviously right now, since the stock is falling, it keeps falling to another support level down here. Well, if there was a green or a couple green candlesticks here, then you may have gotten in over here, which is an area of support, and you could have maybe rode it up to 36 bucks if the trend was heading your way, but it's not. So now it's still falling to other support levels. So you can see another one down here, red candlestick. Kind of down here, there's a couple times it hit down here, kind of went down here, here. So this is the first time that gold in about a half a month is starting to potentially reverse. If there's a green candlestick, a big one at the end of the day, and this stays like this could be a trend reversal. So this could be a potential great time to get in on gold. This one right here is the Nugget. It's a gold ETF, but any gold miners or all the mining stocks kind of mirror each other. So this is a support level. Again, if you see here, if this ends in a red candlestick, then this could drop all the way down here, which would be another support level. But once this trend reverses and you get a green candlestick here and maybe another one, now it might go up. And these are the areas that you want to buy in support levels and ride them back up. But you also want to be careful once you get in here, you're going to watch as it rises. Will it go up to, it goes up to another resistance level, and at that point, if it breaks through the resistance level, you watch how the trend goes. If it continues to go up, then this area would be support again. It would be going back right up to resistance. So you got to watch the stock, and following candlesticks and patterns and everything is a whole nother art to learn, is following how charts and patterns work. But this video is just basically on support and resistance and the fatal flaws that most people make, traders that are not experienced. They buy at resistance levels, these peak levels, when the stock falls, rather than waiting for it to get to a bottom, let's say down here, and you see a trend reversal where it's going to start going up again. This is an area that you'd potentially want to get in. Maybe you want another day, another green day to see it's going to reverse, and then you can ride it back up. So you're buying at support and riding it up to resistance. And then when you find that you get another red candlesticks, like if you were down here and you're riding it up and you start seeing a couple red candlesticks up at this high points of resistance, then you might think about selling wait for it to drop all the way down until you can find a base again and to get back in on it. So that's the whole basically concept of support and resistance. There's so many different levels that a stock will go up and down throughout the course of days, months, weeks, years, and it's going back and finding those points and finding your entry points. Right here again, this is on a daily, so then I would go to maybe a 5-minute chart and I would find my point of entry, my 5-minute or my hourly chart. I would change up here, find an entry, so I'd find my points of support and resistance, look down here. I would go to a 5-minute candlestick and find, hey, what's the best place right around this area to get in, watch my charts, ride it up, and then when there's signs of reversal or if it's hitting points of resistance and it's dropping back down, then I'd look to sell and find another entry point. So hope you enjoyed this video on watching support and resistance. If you need more help on learning the stock market, learning charts, graphs, being part of a community that'll help you, we have a phenomenal community called the Bullish Bears over at bullishbears.com. We have a great group that loves to help people on a daily basis. We have lots of camaraderie. We teach people the market, staying on top of trends, and it's just nice to have a great support group that'll help you through your stock market journey. So if you want to learn more, make sure you, number one, subscribe to our YouTube channel before you leave, and then head over to bullishbears.com. Come join our community. We'd love to have you. So thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in our community. Enjoy.